Welcome to the reflection and creation session of today. I have decided to record this exercise going through reflection from last year into vision in 3 years out, and then creating from that place the next year, 2022. As not all of my clients were able to participate in person during the workshop, I decided to record this for your own leisure so you can do it in your own timing. So I invite you first, before we go into reflection of last year, looking out into the future, the vision, and then creating the year of 2021, to come into the room, to ground, to be peaceful and have time and space just for yourself. This exercise is for your own benefit and nurturing yourself, your energy, getting clarity on your year to come, and to create with this extra energy and clarity an extraordinary 2022. Are you ready? Well, then I invite you to breathe in deeply. Take the comfortable spot. We do a short grounding meditation before we go into the creation mode. Take your awareness inside behind your eyes and keep breathing gently in and out. Exhale and inhale. With every inhale, you increase your awareness, get your attention into your body, the focus, and with every exhale, you let go. Everything that you don't need right now, please let go and call back all the energy and attention that you have spread over the recent time to come back to you. Call the awareness back into yourself. Feel that you're grounded through your root chakra, through your base of the spine, through your feet, that you're grounded well into the earth, into the center of the earth. There's the people that prefer the roots of a tree, so that a tree really grows very deeply. Some others prefer the anchoring of a sailboat, where you throw the anchor so that you can be safe, be grounded. And make this grounding so that it really suits your purpose for this next hour and a half. You're well connected to the space that carries and grounds you very well. Grounding allows you also to let go of things that you don't need, that are not yours. When you feel that the grounding is well sorted, powerful, please take your awareness back into your heart and create a little sphere of energy around this heart. Call this the sphere of your zone of permission, your zone of sovereignty. With every exhale, this sphere enlarges, gets like a big ball. Make it bigger so that at some point it reaches the size of your aura. So stretch your arms, and so basically the length of your arms. And this space defines your sovereignty, where you have 100% permission of how you want to create the world. And outside of the sphere, you allow everyone else to have 100% permission to create the world the way they want to create the world. If you want to go deeper, I refer to Jeffrey Allen's duality course, who goes into the roles of permission, just for whoever is interested to know more about it. When you sense that this sphere of sovereignty is yours, please check if anything inside is not yours. And if so, please ask the space to be cleared, to move outside of the sphere or let it flow through your feet down into the ground. Because you will need this sphere, this your space, your personal, I call it my me space, yeah, for the next exercise, an hour and a half. It's good that you have clarity and calmness within. And in the third step, I invite you to connect to the higher source, to take your awareness to the top of your head and connect to the cosmic energy. Invite the cosmic energy to flow into yourself and fill yourself with this cosmic energy. You're connected to the source. This will allow you to be connected to your intuition, to your higher self. So you're well grounded, you have your safe space, and you're connected to the higher energy source. So let this energy flow through you and fill your whole body, whole system with all the energy that you need, and let go of the things that you don't need. And now, from this piece of calmness, clarity, I invite you to take a deep breath, come back in the here and now, and we start with the first exercise page. Please take a fresh page of white paper and write on top of this page, reflection of, in the middle, you make a little ball here, like a mind map, 2021. And now you can write down all of the actions, the happenings, the accomplishments, whatever you want to celebrate and reflect in for the year of 2021, last year, and come from this place. For the purpose of the shortness of the video, I give you a minute, but whenever you need more time, just stop the video and take yourself more time to write down additional insights. And please allow yourself to look into the various areas of your life, your professional life, personal life, different roles. And there might be even on the other side of the disappointments, of things that didn't go well, that were very challenging. Write them there as well. And please continue this at your own time. I will now move to the next exercise. Please take another white page. You can number it phase 1, number 2. It's called Energy Audit. Make it a horizontal and a vertical line to it. On the horizontal line, so you have 4 quadrants. You write on the one side energy gain, things that give you energy, that raise your energy level. And on the other side, you put energy drain. For me, I put the drain on the left side and the gain on the right side. What's your personal preference? What drains you of energy? And on the vertical, on the top, you write creation. And on the bottom, you write reaction. The creation is when you have created this event, you purposely chose to do this vacation, or you created a client or something. So there was a lot of energy involved in creating this. For example, if you say, hey, I've created a wonderful client, you can put it in the upper right quadrant of energy gain, and I created it. But there might be also other things where, hey, I got an inheritance or a lottery win or some other form of energy gain that was pure reaction. It was something that fell through me or to me. Or on the negative side, hey, with all of the corona restrictions, I lost clients, things that hard for me to, it was coming outside event, it cost me energy, it frustrated me. So I put this on the bottom right. So please take 3 minutes again for this exercise. For the purpose of the video, I do only one. And you fill this, you can look at the other page and you fill it so that you have in the different quadrants activities reflecting on your energy level in 2021. Sometimes it helps to go through which people were important that gave or drained energy, what circumstances, arrangements, vacation, job setting, whatsoever, or even habits, places. Go through the various areas. They might be different than on the first page that you created. This is all drawing out puzzle pieces that we can reuse at a later stage. So please come to a point and if you need more time, stop the video and continue later. We're going to the next few page number 3, which is the why, the purpose. Why are you, what is your purpose on earth? Why are you here? If you have that sentence clear, write it on top. If you don't, it's okay. It helps you when you have a clear mission, a vision where you want to go. It's for me, it's a symbol of the lighthouse where I want long term, that I can use my inner compass to get there. And so I put what is in the direction of my purpose. In my case, my purpose is I help inspired entrepreneurs to create their dream in a big way. And I help them to create this. So that's what drives me. That's what's my purpose of my business. And whatever is towards this purpose, I put on the top of the compass. And there have been maybe activities that didn't really serve my purpose, that served some cash or something that I needed, had a commitment on, but it was not really on my pure purpose. In my case, for example, if I coach someone in a corporate world, it's okay. It's not my key purpose, unless this person at a later stage becomes an entrepreneur or wants to become an entrepreneur, then it might be something, hey, it's really interesting for me to serve this person, but eventually in 2 or 3, 4 years, this will allow this person to become the entrepreneur. Please again, take a time, I take 3 minutes or whatever you want. For the purpose of the video, I keep it to 1 minute. What is towards your purpose? And what other activities last year were maybe opposite, countercurrent? And maybe you also realize how my purpose needs some fine-tuning, some adjustments. Take as much time as you need for the purpose of the video. I'll move on to the next page. Page number 4 is growth. If you look back to last year, what did you grow in? What growth steps or growth leaps or jumps did you take? There might be some where you really expanded and grew, and some others where it was a little growth step, a little increase in your fees, or another inspiring client, or you invested into your own personal growth, or you signed up with a new coach. There are definitely different areas of growth that come. And please also look at the things that maybe had on your wish list to happen, but for some reason they didn't. What didn't happen? We put them at the flat bottom part of that exponential growth curve. Maybe you also want to expand it a little bit, is the growth around you, the growth of the people that you work with, you serve, you live with. Did they grow? Did this happen? Did they expand? And if so, maybe you put one or two there that where you were a key contributor to the growth of the person or the team or the group. Yeah, allow yourself to add this to the graph as well. Now, take a moment to reflect. Reflect on the emotions. When you look at this growth curve, how does it feel when you see what you have grown into over the year? Eventually, even also have not grown in. Where did you play small? Where did you keep in the comfort zone rather than stepping into the growth? And what emotion is related to that? Is there fear? Is there shame? Is there anger? Is there frustration? Sadness? So allow yourself to be well grounded now. And we're going into the meta space. Please take these 4 different pages that you have created and put them on the table so that you can observe them all at once. So you put them together, and now take some color, light color pens, and see if you can see some patterns. Is there something that, I see it on every page? Give that a coloring. Or is there something that, this is there's a theme, there is a topic, there is a, that these 3 items, they belong together. Then give them the same color. So now take an acceptance or appreciation perspective. Appreciate what you have created in the year 2021, what you have created last year. And even though there's probably different energies involved, give the whole thing, give the whole picture a frame, and sense the energy that this whole year. What kind of appreciation for yourself can you sense? And allow yourself this gift of filling your own bowls, filling your, hey, this was in some ways challenging year or growth year. You have been the creator of this year. Take the ownership of this creation and acknowledge it. Some people have the luck to be surrounded by people that acknowledge them and give feedback. Very often, we don't. There's a lot of critique, but so there's the importance. Honor your own appreciation for the accomplishments of last year. And if you want to take a short break, take a sip of water, reflect, this is a good moment because we will now move into the vision, the vision piece. So please check again. Yeah, are you well grounded? You have your feeling, your connection inside. Are the insights from the reflection of last year present? Maybe there's already some ideas and actions that, oh yeah, that's part that totally pays towards my future. And here I invite you to take a new white page and it's about vision. You might take 3 years into the future, 5 years into the future. That's the way you want to design it. It's your path. And think about when we meet again in 3 years and we would meet some place, some coffee to chat on, what would you tell me? Hey, how amazing. Just imagine in 2025, I am living this life. I am this person. I am creating this. And allow yourself some time to do this. I let the timer run for a minute, and please be invited to take as much time as you need for your own. Right from that future feeling, creation from that future place, and extract it from there. And the more you can feel it, the sensation, the different sensations and feelings, the intenser it is. And if it requires slowing down, taking your time, take your time and let that energy come up. Now we move on to the next one. Please take a new fresh document, paper. It's phase 2.2 and divided into columns. Column 1 is the dangers. So from living, if you are in that future, 2025, what dangers and risk have you mastered? What were the key risks that you have mastered on the path of the last 3 years? And on the other side is, what are the key opportunities of personal growth, of evolution, of whatsoever? What are the key opportunities that were on these last 3 years? And just write the top 2 or 3 of them down. It's not about many, it's about the essentials. And again, I give you a minute to do this. Take the time you want. And just feel that you're in 25, you're in that nice situation, telling the vision, and you're looking backwards of what have you mastered on risk and what have you gained on opportunities. How courageously have you created your life? And it's part of hero's journey. What have you uncovered? Which fears and demons have you overcome? What is it really about, the essentials? And take the time that you need. And for the purpose now, we will move on to the next page. The third page on the second phase in the future is your zone of genius. In assuming that you live your genius, you live and create from your zone of genius, or you play from your zone of genius, as I like to phrase it. What are the unique strengths that make it totally you? Your whole Vita made it. So what are the 2 or 3 uniquenesses for your zone of genius play? Imagine that you are putting these circles on top of each other. Yeah? So which are these circles that you put on top of each other that make it a unique play for you? And there's sometimes it's helpful to, hey, this competence, yes, I can really do very well, but over long it's boring. So maybe there are some areas of competence that you have to say no to. And you might want to list them at the bottom. Yeah, what do I say no to? Which is in my zone of competence, but in reality, it's many others can do it as well. I love to play my zone of genius play there. I used to be a controller CFO. For me, it was easy to work with numbers. Even today, it's easy to work with numbers. But my zone of genius is energy. I want to play with the energy, co-create authentically, joyfully, play with my clients, create big ideas. That's my zone of genius. And so I need to say no to doing my bookkeeping, my accounting, my financials, and so on, giving assistance the other work. If you have these key strengths, yeah, pick one or two, maybe three, and then on the other side, write, what is the shadow of the strength? Every strength has a shadow to it. The dark side of the moon, as Rich Litvin calls it. And for example, for me, it's co-creatively playing with people. Yeah, being in this co-creation can mean that I'm not paying attention on my own energy. I'm draining myself of energy because I give all the time to co-create with others. So my shadow there is that I can drain myself, run myself out, exhaust myself. Think about what this is for you and take the time that you need to do this. If you need more time, stop the video here and then continue later. We're going now. We have completed this second phase. Please put the 3 pages of your vision with the danger, opportunities, and the zone of genius together. You'll find more of it if that interests you to go deeper. It's from Rich Litvin. It's the six questions, he calls them. The actions, I move to the creation part of expert. And if you take a meta look, when you watch them all together, please take your colors out again and see if they come again, they show up again. The colors that you used for the first reflection, can you see the patterns also in your vision? Very often you will find things that were happening last year are already building blocks for your big vision, because there's a lot of resources that you have created, like the giants of the shoulders that you can sit on and see if there's patterns and see if there's some insights coming. And maybe there's something that, hey, yeah, definitely that requires attention in the coming year. If you want, you could take a short break, a breath, get some fresh air, move and drink. And then we move to the third step. The third step, the third phase, I call this the creation of 2022. And yes, you can create it from now into the future while looking forward, but I'm a friend of, hey, go to the end of the year and come up from a reflection point. Wow, if we review it at the end of the year, what an extraordinary year this was. What have I created in this extraordinary year, 2022? And do this reflection activity. Gather the points, and there will be a second item coming later, but please take the points and write these bubbles that you want to create. Can be words, can be images, can be numbers, as you create, if you want to create. And if you need more time to find more, please do so. If you have enough, please take two colors. I took green for the resources and red for what is missing, what needs to be created. And pick the major items and write next to it, hey, what is the resource that I already have? Yeah. What is building on? What is the shoulders that I use to build on this next creation of this part? So if you want to create a new client agreement, hey, which strong client agreement do I already have? What can I leverage on and make this an even stronger agreement, for example? And then take the second color. I take red, but you're free to take other colors as you like. What needs to be created to make this as reality? What is the step, the courage, the movement, the action, yeah, that you need to take, that is required to make this topic a reality? And don't be shy to put there, I need help from someone else. Very often you don't have to create it yourself, but you can ask someone to help you buy it, provide it to you, or help you create it. I allow myself to ask for help and delegate stuff that I really don't want to do anymore and give that to someone else who is grateful for the activity. These are, again, puzzle pieces that you will use at a later exercise on drawing out certain things. It doesn't have to be perfect or complete. Take the time that you need to finish the exercise. And then we move on to, I call them themes and commitments. And it's about the sentences that you use that reflect your state of being. If you, at the end of the 2022, who have you become into? Who have you lived into? Who are you being? I am a powerful coach. I walk my talk. So strong being sentences, like commandments or themes that you want to orientate yourself, that always give you, hey, yes, this is how I create my world. And there's an active being side as well. If you only be without doing, it will remain a dream. So that it requires action. It requires doing as well. So you need to have something on that doing side, the way how you create your world. Yeah. I nurture my energy every day. I take every week 2 slots of time to create myself. Yeah? It has creation of my being, but it also has blocking the time in the calendar that allows me to have time for me. Think about what is your being and write sentences there and what it requires doing. And you can mix them and be creative. It's yours. And I really encourage you to take longer time here. So stop the video, take the time, write down and iterate 1, 2, 3 iterations over the next 2 days. As this commandments, themes, manifesto is one of the most powerful tools I have learned from Steve Hardison. And in his latest book, it's all The Ultimate Coach. He writes a whole chapter on the document. And who is interested, I encourage to go deeper. The power of personal inner commitment lies in these sentences. Now we move to the third block, the dominoes. I call them the dominoes, the fulfillment. So how do we realize that you had a fulfilled year 2022? When you look back, there were some dominoes that fell and moved. So what is the key dominoes in your 2022 that you have tipped? So what are the key projects? What is the key initiatives? What is give them a name, a topic, And then I add to them two columns. One is the feeling. How does it feel end of the year? Are you happy? Are you proud? Are you, wow, that's an example. What kind of feeling is associated with this domino, with this action, with this topic? And for the outside world, how can you check? Like how do you know it's a 10 out of a 10? How do you know if you accomplished what this feeling is about? It's about how you can measure it, how you can, is it a scale? Is it a number? Is it something, a checkbox? Think about what is related. And if you only have 2 dominoes, it's fine. 2 or 3 dominoes allows you to focus, yeah? Keep the awareness focused so that you can expand. And take the time you need to complete this. And if you want to have 5, it's fine, it's yours, yeah? I work with my clients usually with around 5. I take 4 of them. 3 are the key dominoes. 4 is usually something about their personal, and 5 is about their financial. But that's the way I create agreements with my clients. Or fulfill 2022. It requires action. And action, yeah, check, do, and to-do lists and so on is a powerful tool, but I invite you to use the coaching math, the page number 4 of the 3rd phase. Just take a grid, yeah, make 4 corners, and on the bottom left, you put a minus, things that you stop. On the bottom right, you put a divided, less of. And you write start on the upper left corner, and on the upper right corner you put more of, multiply. And now when you look at the creation of 2022, the 4 pages, yeah, what on the next 3 to 6 months absolutely makes sense to stop doing? Yeah. So when we speak again, when we meet again in 3 to 6 months, this is done, finished, behind you. You don't do it anymore. You found some way, someone else, or you stopped it, whatever. This is an enhanced version of, yeah, start, stop, continue. I use it like the coaching math because it allows, yeah, take what you have in the bottom, move the energy out and move it to a higher level on top. That's why I use the coaching math approach behind it. If you have 2 items on the stop, maybe you add a 3rd one, but better to have 2 and really focus on them. Then you move over to the second, less of. What does absolutely make sense to do less of? Instead of every month, just maybe every week, maybe just once a month. Or instead of every month, just every half year. Think about things that you don't need to do as frequently as you do them today. And you reduce the time or shorten the time that you spend on it. If you execute the bottom, yeah, that liberates energy and time, sometimes even money. And you can invest this energy and time in the topper. Yeah. What do you start on a 3 to 6 months horizon? What absolutely makes sense to start doing? When we meet again, hey, I've started, that has such great reward. Yeah. Start meditation every morning, 10 minutes, half an hour. Or start exercising, me time, whatsoever. There's whatever you find that you start would really have a big long-term impact on your energy level. Or what can you do more of? Like do more sports rather than running once a week, maybe twice a week, or doing other things on a more frequent pattern, on a daily pattern, rather than on a weekly or monthly pattern. Think about what is there that you could absolutely shift by doing more of. And if you have completed this page, take the time that you need to complete it. You almost have an action plan for the next 3 to 6 months. And I leave that to you, how you execute this. Yeah. But before we finish, we wrap, please take a look at these 4 pages together: the creation, the theme, the fulfillment, and the coaching math. What is the theme? What is when you take the colors again, yeah, where do they show up again? I wouldn't be surprised if the color that was on the first page shows up again here on these pages, or maybe even more present. So thank you for being with me here. Yeah, please take maybe a minute to write down 1 or 2 insights from this exercise. And I invite you to let this rest for a night. Sleep on it. And maybe do another run tomorrow, maybe not as intense, but just go through them, maybe add 1 or 2 items here and see where the energy goes. Yeah. Take your awareness, like the meditation, awareness, focus, expansion. Get into a state of high connectedness, high awareness. Look what is really present. What do you focus on? And from the expansion, what creates? So this was my gift to you for the 2022 to make this an extraordinary year. I invite you to send me a summary, send me a feedback, send me what have you picked out? What is your vision? What is your creation 2022? What are the 2 or 3 most important things that you want to create? And if I can be of help and get deeper and pull out something, just write me a message and I'd be happy to serve you to go 1 level deeper. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your awareness and the willingness to play with me. And I wish you an extraordinary 2022. Let you be a blessing for the people around you. And I invite myself to be a blessing for the people around me and let this shine through everything I do. I thank you and have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.